أحس إن شيء مانع بخلي بشرب هالمعشاش
خاطر انت درست لك
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام أشرف المرسلين وخاتم النبيين أكمل مجتبى عبد القاسم محمد مصطفى الطيبين الطاهرين صلى الله عليك يا سيدي يا مولاي يا رسول الله صلى الله عليك يا سيدي يا مولاي يا عبد الله يا رحمة الله واسعة ويا بابا نجاة الأمة فليت نكون معكم سادتي فنفوذ فوضا عظيم إنا لله وإنا عليه راجعون صلوات Are we like the children in which our parents refer to as when they said to us, why did you do that? Remember how our parents used to always ask us why we did a certain act, and our answer would be like, I don't know. Are we still these type of people that we have no idea why we do things? The reason why I ask that, because when you do an action, it has to have some type of intent. We cannot find that an action is done without some type of intent, that is some motive that made you do this. We find that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he said all actions have to have an intention. So when we find out that when we do an action that we cannot do an action just to do it, that it has to have some type of niyat before it, or something that motivates us to do this action. But what is the thing that motivates us? We find that if it's not the motivation to get closer or near to Allah Subhanahu, that this action is not good. But sometimes our niyat is not for that. Our niyat might be to try to get closer to a human being. Right? Sometimes they act like that. My niyat, get closer to this person. We find that when it's like that, there is no real benefit in that. We see that there was a man one time, this man, he didn't hardly do his prayer on time. His mandatory prayer. He didn't do it on time. It's like, hey, it comes and goes. You know how some people do, you know? Like, oh, it's a lot of time? Okay, I'll wait, I have time. They wait all the way to the last bit maybe, and then they say, oh, I have to do it. Big difference between those who do it in the beginning and those who wait till almost the end where they have to do it. So this person, he was accompanying a man to the masjid. Now this person that he was accompanying was very wealthy, and he wanted something from this person. So what happened, he go to the masjid with him, he make wudu, he prepare for the salat, he go, he pray. Now, is there any benefit in this person, his prayer? Because all actuality, his niyat was not to go pray to Allah Jalla or to get closer to Allah. He was only going there to show this person that he is somewhat of a religious man, so he'd be able to get some benefit from this man. Because this man was religious. And he said, well, if I show that I am this type of person, then I can get some type of benefit from this man. So what happened is that he loses all the benefit in which Allah Jalla will give him. It will only get that small amount of benefit that that man will give him. So he lost. This is what happens sometimes with us. We do things for the benefit of the other person. Not saying that we're supposed to not help somebody, but sometimes we say, well, I'm going to do it so this person can give me some benefit. Instead of saying, oh Allah, I'm doing this so I can benefit this person, but I'm doing it because of your cause and get your pleasure, or so and so forth like this. Right? That's how it's supposed to be. This is what we think, right? This is how it's supposed to be. Everything in which we do has to be for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They always have to have a pure niyyah. And not only a pure niyyah, we must have a continuous niyyah. Because sometimes our niyyah may start out in the pleasure of Allah, and somewhere down in the middle, it might be for the pleasure of this guy or the pleasure of ourselves. So somewhere down there, we end up losing out. So if we do not keep our niyyah continuously all the way to the end for the pleasure of Allah, we can lose out. You never think about that, right? The continuous niyyah, the continuous intention. Because we find sometimes we change our mind. Because let me give you an example how we can change our mind. Like said, we are praying Salatul-Aza. Right? We pray, we deepen our prayer. We realize it. I didn't pray Salatul-Zuhr. Now what do? Do I stop to pray or do I change my niyyah? No, I don't stop my prayer. I change my niyyah. I go from that prayer, I change it, and I change it to Salatul-Zuhr. So as you see, when I started with my niyyah, my intentions was something else. But when I realized that I forgot something, I went back and changed it to that what I missed. So we can change our niyyah. And it does happen. We see this. But of course, this is what you can do. Like, you can only go backwards. You can't go forward. You can't be in Salatul Zuhr and be like, I changed my niyyah because I want to do Asa. No. Because I want to hurry and get it over. No, you can't do that. But to go backwards, or to change it from a wajib prayer to a mustahab prayer. But we can't change from mustahab to wajib. So we can't. Our niyyahs can't change. So we find that even in our actions, our niyyahs do change as well. But if it changes, let it change for the pleasure of Allah, not the pleasure of this other person. Now I found a good hadith, right? This hadith was pretty good. It deals with hypocrisy, right? But on actuality, it fits the point about the niyyah. It fits the point of the niyyah. Because if you look around, you see this amongst our communities, right? We see this. And sometimes we might see it among ourselves as well. Luqman al-Hakim, of course, was advising his son. He said there's 3 characteristics of hypocrite, or munafiqun, or whatever you want to call these people. He said that when they are alone, they are tardy in their prayer. This is one thing. When they're alone, they're tardy with their prayer. But this is not the point in which I wanted to talk about. The second point, he said, and when they are congregational prayer, they are earnest to try to get to the prayer. They're the first to say, Salat, 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 Salat. Please pray, pray, pray. Oh, stop for long. It's 1 minute after. We have to pray. We have to pray. Like, man, mashallah, I was at your house with you. You let the prayer come and go. So we see that this is the part in which the person is considered hypocrite. But in all actuality, what is he doing? He wants the people to think that he or she is a certain way. So that niyyah is not for the pleasure of Allah. The niyyah is to show people that, look, this is how I am. And I want you to think this is how I am. Ooh, praise me, praise me, praise me. The third one, which I found to be also very interesting as well, is that this person also, when he or she does something, they want to hear all the praise. know that the imams did stuff until they died. You not start realizing that they done this. Or like how we see one of our imams, he had a rope engraved in his arm from, not rope, but like from carrying a bag and stuff engraved in his arm. How he used to give to help people. Because his niyat was not for the people to know. His niyat was for the pleasure of Allah Subhanahu. And this is what our niyat is supposed to be, for only the pleasure of Allah. Not the pleasure of man. Not for the pleasure of man. Our thing is that we try to please man so much and don't want to please Allah. Let me explain something. Allah is I'm going to be honest with you, right? If you don't know, I'm going to let you know. Allah is great. He's greater than we can't even fathom, because as our minds, we cannot grasp the real greatness of Allah. We can only grasp what we can perceive. But man, Allah is like, whoa. Now, when we think of Allah, we think of him being great and the benefit in which we get from him, and that if we go towards other people, that we can't do it. We can't get the benefit. I actually forgot my total was. Give me a loud fellow one, please. I actually had something else I was going to say, but I actually just forgot it. I had it on the tip of my tongue. Give me a loud fellow. The benefit in which Allah gives us for doing things for him is great. Like, we find that if we was to do things for other people or try to get benefit from other people, it's not going to last. It's not going to be something that is great. Only Allah is abundance of wealth can give us what we ask for, what we need. But whereas man, he has limited wealth that one day will eventually disappear. Allah's wealth will always be. So when we go towards Allah trying to get closer to him, this is when we can benefit from all of this. Like, for instance, right? We think about, it said it was a story, it was a story from, I think it was Imam Jamal. What about imams? Right? What are imams anyway? There was the people that was put inside the hellfire. And some of these people, Allah asked the keeper of hell not to burn their feet. They said, do not burn these people's feet, because these people used to walk to the masjid. Inshallah. They said, do not scorch the face of these people, because they used to make the wudu. They said, do not burn the tongue of these people, because they used to recite the Quran. So like all things, he asked, like, what got you inside of the hellfire? The people, because he said from sinners or evil ones, what got you into the hellfire? He said, they said that because we used to do things not for the pleasure of Allah, we used to do it for the pleasure of man. For the pleasure of man. How many of us do these things for the pleasure of man, not for the pleasure of Allah? Not realizing the consequences of doing this. The problem with us is that we don't see the reality in which Allah is going to tell us is going to happen to us. We only see what's in front of us, and we only believe what's in front of us. We say, yes, yeah, this is what Allah says, but it's not a real reality to me right now. This is how we feel. Until we see it, and the veils come from on our eyes, and Allah will reveal what we have done, and then either we go to heaven or we go to hell, and we start seeing the things that we've done, and it would be manifest. Then we start to realize that all that we did was not for the pleasure of Allah, it was either for the pleasure of ourselves or for the pleasure of the next person. Because all actuality as human beings, we want people to say, oh, this is what Muhammad did. Yes, this is what I did. This is what I did. Yes, say it again. Yes, you heard that. I want the praise. Please praise me. Because if it wasn't so, we would do things and not let nobody know it. We would just only do it for the pleasure of Allah, not to be seen by men, not to be praised by men. None of these things. You know, this is one of these funny stories I remember, man, when I growing up. And they said it was this man, he was in the masjid, right? He was praying. In the masjid praying. All of a sudden he heard somebody come inside the masjid, right? And all of a sudden, as he heard somebody come to the masjid, now he started praying. I guess he started praying upright. His recitation started getting better. Like, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, right? Beautiful stuff, right? He started, like doing a ruku perfect, not this, Allah, whatever it may be, right? So whatever he started doing, he started perfecting it, right? His prayer went from like going like this to maybe going like nice and slow. So he prayed and prayed and prayed and whatnot. Then he finally stopped the prayer. He looked and he see who came inside of the room, and it was a dog. He did all that for the dog. Because he thought that if that person came in and see him that he's a very religious person, maybe he would what? Give him some type of respect. But all actuality, when he was praying to try to show a dog how good he was. It's like, oh, it's crazy. Where do we find this? It was a dog. So the same way that we are in the house, we should be outside of the house. No, let's fix that. We should be those who rush towards the prayer inside the house, so when we come out the house, we do the same thing. Much better. Right? We should not look for the praise of other people. No. Then what is our niyat? What is our intentions? Everything in which we do has to have a niyat, as you can see. When we get up, before we fast for the month of Ramadan, what we do, we say the niyat to pray, to fast for the whole month. When we make the wudu, what we say, oh Allah, I'm about to perform ablution, permitting Allah, wajib, for the wudu. Every salat in which we pray, we say, oh Allah, I'm about to perform salatul fajr, wajib, permitting Allah. Zuhr, wajib, permitting Allah. Everything is wajib, permitting Allah. Even if it's mustahab. But we all pray with the intention to seek closer to Allah. So everything that we do has to have a niyyah. But not only just any niyyah, the niyyah has to be to get closer to Allah Jalla. Just saying. Everything we do has niyyah. Even when we look at stuff, what it says first, when you learn how to pray, the first thing they teach you is niyyah. Right? After niyyah, takbir to ihram, qiyam. But the first is niyyah. Whether this niyyah is said with the mouth or with the heart, we have to have a niyyah for every action in which we do. Because all actuality, the niyyah of a believer is better than his actions. Well, inshallah, this is what they said in the hadith. This is not what I said. Because we coming towards doing an act with a pure niyyah, only to get closer to Allah Jalla. That's what it's supposed to be, right? I guess. This is how it's supposed to be. Our niyyah is supposed to be pure, not mixed. I give some to Allah and some to the other people around me. 50-50. I love Allah, but I like these people too, so I'm going to split it up. This is what happens sometimes, right? Yes, we split it up. No, we can't split it up. You can't serve two gods, right? You can only serve one. Allah only. Niyyah only for Him. You have to understand something. The niyyah of the unbeliever, his niyyah will have him in the hellfire for the rest of his life. Because his niyyah or her niyyah draws them to wrong. But the niyyah of a believer will bring them towards good actions, and it will have them in the paradise for the rest of their lives. Inshallah. That's how it's supposed to be, of course, I think, right? Maybe I'm mistaken. I'm always saying I may be mistaken. Maybe I'm going to read something wrong. I do wear glasses, and sometimes I can't see. But this is how it's supposed to be. Our intentions, our actions. Our actions, our intentions. We even see that if we make a pure niyyah, our niyyah is pure, and we go out to do an act, and we're not able to do an act, because somewhere down the line we will have obstacles, Allah will give us the benefit as though we have done that act because our niyyah was pure. MashaAllah. Now I'm not talking about the inshallah trying to niyyah step. I'm not talking about that. We're like, oh inshallah, I get to it. Now mine, we're like, it want to do it, but I'm just going to say, inshallah, you know, just to say I'm doing it, and someone down the line said, oh, I'm going to do it, oh, it just didn't work, and I didn't even try. I'm talking about sincere niyyah, that you said in your mind, whatever it takes, I'm going to do this, feasibly Allah, I'm going to go and I'm going to do it, but something happened, like maybe you do it and the bridge fell out and you can't go down the road, I don't know, but something like that. But you meant to do it. I had to make that disclaimer. You're like, oh man, well, you know, I tried to do it, you know, but how can you do it? You never left your house. You never left your house at home. You know, well, I couldn't do it because, you know, I just couldn't do it. The house, it was too warm and it was cold outside, and, you know, I just didn't want to leave out the house. That's not that type of niyyah. No, we're talking about the one that actually go out and try to do it. Allah's a Jalla. We have a pure niyyah. Allah Jalla will give us so much thawabs and so much muslahah, so much benefit in this for us. Allah Jalla does not tell us to do these things just to be telling us. No, there's something for everything in which we do. Let me explain something. Oh, now I remember what I was going to say. MashaAllah, I came. Now, we know that when we do certain acts, right, we get the thawab. Like I said, we pray, we get the dua for praying. We get the dua for fasting. But what about sleeping? What about eating? Do we get the dua for these things or just move by? Normally these things are just move by. But Allah Jalla, He's so merciful. If I put in my niyat, oh Allah, I'm going to eat so I can have strength to pray. Then we will get the benefit from eating because it's attached to that of the prayer. We say, oh Allah Jalla, because we know sleeping is mubah, it's just permissible, there's no real benefit unless it's the month of Ramadan, but normally it's no real benefit. We say, oh Allah, I am going to take a nap so I can have strength, so I can be able to offer my salah. Of course, Allah Jalla will give you the dua because of that. So you see that something that is mubah, if you attach it with the niyyah to benefit the wajib or make you give you strength to do the wajib, Allah Jalla will give you the benefit of it. MashaAllah. We never thought about this. We basically could just steal all of the wild with no problem. Man, just never think about all the things in which Allah Jalla gives us. It's almost like I knew a guy who was a correction officer, right? He said, man, sometimes I don't want to do overtime because I just be robbing the state with all this extra money. This is how we should think, like all the extra stuff in which we can get from Allah Jalla, we should take advantage of it. From all of the wow, all the benefits. But just have the pure niyyah and connect to something that is mubah, to something that is wajib, to help one another. Allah Jalla give them benefits. MashaAllah. Man, like I've been saying for the past 9 days, 8 days, there's nowhere in the world that we should end up in the hellfire. Allah Jalla is making it so easy for us to get to paradise that He's basically just giving you the key and just said, go inside. But as men, we tend to mess these things up. Mess it up. We don't take the benefit from Allah Jalla. There was a story one time, right? He allowed someone please. It was a story one time. It was a thief. It's like the best story's got to do with a thief, right? Is something wrong with me? Anyway, so one time was a thief, and the thief went to go rob the king and the queen. So they say he climbed up the wall. He's on the roof, and he was waiting for the queen to go to sleep, so he could go, you know, steal her jewels and stuff like that, right? So, as there was she started talking to the king and started saying, you know, our daughter is of age to get married. What should we do? He said, yeah, it is. It's of age to get married. We have to find a suitable mate for our daughter. So as the thief, he's listening to this, right? You know, his ears like, all he hears is benefit. So the king said, I have an idea. I'm going to tell the wazir that the first person that comes to the masjid in the morning for Fajr prayer, we're going to marry our daughter to him. So the rabbi, he like, whoa. He climbed down. He made sure that he was the first person to go to Masjid. So as he walked in the wazir, he said, oh, come with me. So he go up to the king. The king gave a bath, gave him a nice gown and stuff like that. He said, look, I want you to marry my daughter. He said, I will give you half the kingdom if you marry my daughter. Now the first thing in his mind, he said, man, if I'm getting half the kingdom with a bad niyat, imagine if I had a good niyat, right? A pure niyat. Now this is what the guy's thinking. Because with the bad niyat, he's about to get half the whole kingdom. So when the king said, I'm going to give you half the niyat, he said, no, that's not. He said, all the kingdom. Now we see this. Here it is. When we have an unpure niyat, we only get half the kingdom. But if our niyat is purely and solely for Allah's Jalla, what do we get? We get the whole kingdom, mashallah. It benefits. We never look at it like this. This is an example of how if somebody at first had a niyat, correct to Allah, to get nearness to Allah's Jalla, how much he would have benefited. But when his niyat was for something else, he only got that. This is us. This is our lives right there. Not him before he got all of it, but before when he was going to get half of it. Because our niyat is never solely for Allah's Jalla. Our niyat is somewhat for Allah, somewhat for ourselves, a little bit for this person, and hopefully for everybody else that sees us. This is how it seems like. It is, right? But if our niyat was purely, solely for Allah and continuously be for Allah's Jalla, the benefit is so great for us. So great. And it's an example. Not only for us as adults, but also for the children. To see that we must solely do everything for Allah. Because growing up, we want to be socialites, right? We want everybody to know, hey, I'm the it person, I'm a socialite. Look at me, look at me, look at me. This is me. And we try to oppress other people. In turning to oppress people, we find out we only get what they give us, which is nothing. But when you do things for Allah's pleasure, not only will it help you in this world, but it's also help you in the hereafter. And the hereafter is the place in which that is for our real life. Because Allah Jalla only created us to live here for a short time, but we'll live in the hereafter for eternity. So whatever we send ahead of us, we make it our home comfortable for us. Like I call this place, I call this world a Walmart. So what do I call Walmart? You go to Walmart, say you go in there and get butter, and you end up getting everything else. You got everything you need. For some reason, you don't have to live. You go to Walmart for 15 minutes, you be in there 2 hours. You find stuff that you didn't even know you need. Like, oh, I need a lemonade thing to put lemonade in and pour it out. You don't need it, but you just get it. It's a one-stop shop. Allah Jalla has made this earth, this place for us to get everything in which we need to stack up on for our trip. And that trip is when we go to the hereafter. So whatever we need to go there, we need to get it here. Because once we leave here, then we have to depend on the people that we left behind to send things ahead of us. But if we do not prepare ourselves for them, then how can we worry about the people that left behind to send the stuff for us? We have to make sure that we are prepared. So that means everything in which we do has to be for the pleasure of Allah Jalla. Every little thing. Every big thing. It doesn't matter what you do. It has to be for the pleasure of Allah. And our niyyah has to stay that way. It has to. Because we see what happened to those people. Because they did it, they did some good. But they still was in the hellfire. Just as some good. They said, oh, we attacked. We read Quran. They didn't burn our tongue, but we still in the hellfire. Oh, we did wudu. He didn't burn my face, but I'm still in hellfire. Oh, he didn't burn my feet because I walked to the magic, but he's still in the hellfire. So that means we cannot mix our niyyah. It has to be 100% for Allah's Jalla. Not 90%, not 80%, not 70%, but 100% for Allah's Jalla. What 100%? For the pleasure of Allah's Jalla. We have to do this. If not, then we are going to be at loss. Fine, I recite Surah all the time. My time, man, has been lost. My time, my man has been lost. We lose. We lose from all the benefit that Allah has put for us. This is not right. We need to take advantage of everything. And we have only a short bit of time. Life is so short. I'm 45 years old. No praise, I understand it, alhamdulillah, right? I'm 45 years old. And man, I remember when I was a child, it went by so fast. Like man, I realized like yesterday, when I was 18, that was 27 years ago. I said, man, these years go by so fast, we don't have time to waste. Because before you know the blink of an eye, we are no longer going to be here. We'll be something of the past. In a short time, we need to take advantage of all that Allah has given us to make our home in the hereafter better for us. You know, when we think of people that thought about the hereafter, of course we think about Brother Abbas and his sacrifice. But we have to understand why he was the way he was. From the beginning, his mother installed in him that you must love the children of Fatima, and that they are your masters and mistress, that you are here to serve them. We find that Banin, she told their children from the very beginning, whether it was Abbas or Abdullah or Jafar or Uthman, but she told her children this. We find that from a young age, Brother Abbas was always inclined to being with his brother Imam Hussein alayhi salam. We even see that the time when he was in a battle of Safin and a person was trying to come from behind and trying to hit the Imam, how Brother Abbas came and he attacked that person and saved his Imam from any hurt. We know that the love in which Brother Abbas had for his Imam was very intense. His mother told him that do not come back here if the Imam is injured and nothing's wrong with y'all, basically. That if something happens to the Imam in your return, that she will never forgive them. This is showing the love that also the mother had for Imam Hussein, and in turn, it translated and shown in the action of fellow Abbas as well. We see why he would put the Imam before himself, because he knew that he must serve the Imam. When we think about fellow Abbas, we know that on the plains of Karbala, everybody loved him so much. All the children, he taught them the art of fighting archery. Every child looked towards Pharaoh Abbas because of his kindness. But one who looked towards him the most was Sakina. Remember how Sakina used to look to him? Oh, yeah, I'm uncle. We remember how Sakina and all of them, they was thirsty, and how she went to her uncle, Feather Abbas, to go and get some water to quench the thirst of the children that was crying out through thirst. And how he rode on his horse and he went towards Imam Hussein alayhi salam, and he was going to say farewell to the Imam, and the thing he said, oh, please give me your sword. I do not want the people to think anything other than that. And how he bid him farewell to go to the Furat to get the water for the children. And then how he went over there and he put the water in his hand and he looked at it and he realized he cannot drink no water when he knows that his Imam haven't had no water and Sakina haven't had no water. And how it would not be right if he drunk and they did not drink. So he filled the water up to go back to the camp. But they realized that if he go back to the camp, that if they drink the water, that they would not be able to win. They know that Imam Hussein and all of them will conquer them. They was afraid of that. So we find that one of the guys, he was in the tree, and he jumped down, and he cut one of the arms and fell on Bass. Then another one came, and he cut the arm and fell on Bass, but yet his intention was just go and make it towards them to give him the water. So he took the musk and he put it in his mouth because his intention was to make sure his Imam and everybody drank water. Here it is. He put the Imam before himself. And then all of a sudden he shoot an arrow, and the arrow hits the musk and engages in him, and he know now, I cannot go back without this water. We find that Philip Bass, he turned around and went back because he cannot face them without the water. We know how important the water is, but yet he knew he could not drink it. And all this time, we see Imam Hussein and Sakina watching him from the very beginning as he went to get the water. As he bent down, she got worried. When she rose up, she became happy. When she saw what happened, she got worried. When he realized that he wasn't coming back, he got sad. As we think how we as parents, how we would tell our children, please defend Imam Hussein by any means necessary. Do not make me upset. You must sacrifice yourself for the Imam. Do not think of yourself, you think of Imam first. We find that Philip Bass, as the Imam, he went towards him. He saw that his eye was punctured and the blood covered his other eye. But yet he had no arms. He asked them to wipe the blood from his eyes so he could be able to see his Imam for the very last time. Just picture this as if it was you going towards the water of Furat, trying to fill the water up to bring back to the camp of Imam Hussein. And you look at the water, may look so cool and this delicious. And you say, no, I cannot do it. Normally that person would drink and then go forward. We find that Philip Bass was raised up only to serve the Imam, to only bid with and help the Imam, to make sure that the Imam was always safe. As he wiped the eye of Feather Bass, and the Imam engaged him, said, oh my brother. As he held him in his arms, at the same time we see everything else, we see see that Qasim was trampled. And many people was also on the plains of Karbala who lost their life. And now you see at Philip Pass, he still had the Alhamdulillah in his hands. He knew he could not go back to the camp empty-handed. That he had to fulfill his task. His niyah was to fulfill his task. But he was not unable to fulfill his task because of the tyrant who came and shot one arm and then shot the other, then threw the arrow, then punched in the mess, and then the water poured out. We see how important water is. Just imagine when that flash, the water came out and started pouring onto the ground. How Philip Bass started to feel? Because he knew then he had no other way. The water is now gone. How can he face his imam? How can he face Sakina? It was so bad, they said, as Sakina said, that she would never, ever talk about being thirsty anymore. Of a child was saying that this is how much it affected her. The death of Philip Bass, that she would never cry or whine about water anymore. This gives an example that we cannot waste water. It's precious. We see how our Imam and Ahlul Bayt, how they needed the water and they couldn't get it. How just something precious as water should not be wasted. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein.
Apne zamanon pe alamdar, alamdar, Abbas alamdar, Abbas alamdar. Apne zamanon pe alamdar, alamdar, Abbas alamdar, Abbas alamdar. Apne zamanon pe alamdar.
حسین هر دو برادر صلوات. خداوندا بکن رحمی حسین عزمی سفر دارد. خداوندا بکن رحمی حسین عزمی سفر دارد. دیگر باز آمدن را در وطن صرفی نظر دارد. به بازاری مدینه الوداعی آخرین گویا که گویا اندرین رفتن ز مرگی خویش خبر دارد. بر محمد محمد خاتم انبیا صلوات. الهی بهر قربانی به درگاهت سرآوردم. الهی بهر قربانی به درگاهت سرآوردم. الهی بهر قربانی به درگاهت سرآوردم. نه تنها سر برایت بل، نه تنها سر برایت بل، که از سر بهتر آوردم. پای ابقاء قد قامت، پای ابقاء قد قامت، و ظهری روزی عاشورا برای گفتنی الله اکبر اکبر آوردم. الهی